You won't believe how easy it is to get this annoying light off. I bought this portable pump to help me inflate all the tires and get rid of the light. You can see here all the attachments it comes with to pump up all kinds of stuff. If your car has this annoying light on all the time, keep watching and I'll show you how to turn it off using this tool. I've never used this particular pump, but I've heard great things. So let's go ahead and open it up together and we'll see what it looks like, and then we'll go through the process of using it. I figured I would do a bit of a product review through the process of this as well so you can know what I think. Feel free to pause on any of these pages just to see what it says there. It's basically just taking you through each step through the user manual here to show you exactly how to use the pump. You can see there's lots of different attachments that will come in handy for other things you need to pump up besides just your car tires. All right, let's pull this out of the box and take a look. Super sweet that it just fits in your hand. It's a little heavy, but not bad. Pretty portable. I love how it feels. Just kind of nice, the design here as a kind of a rectangle. And first glance, those buttons look pretty sweet too. Let's see what else we've got here in the box. So it looks like we've got the cords and adapters here. And what else? Looks like we've got these little attachments you can use to pump up other things besides just your car. So like a soccer ball, basketball, that type of thing. You've got your USB-C charge cord here. Use that to charge up the device. And then it looks like you've got this as a backup in case you want to charge it in your car. Here's the pump hose that you'll attach that you'll use to hook onto the tire. Little bag that it comes with. It's pretty cool. So let's screw this on and try it out. This is definitely something to pay attention to. Looks like this hose gets kind of hot while you're using the pump. So just be aware of that so you don't burn your hands. So far these buttons feel pretty good. Looks like this is showing us the PSI that you want to pump it up to. Looks like you can adjust that here, which is kind of cool. So you could set it to whatever you need to for your car. I'm going to go ahead and do 33. I feel like that's a pretty good balance for my car tires. And then we'll try this out. So next you just want to take off the valve stem cover, and then you'll just take the hose here and push it onto the valve stem. And then you push down the little black thing there that locks it into place. And then you can see here what the current PSI is in the car tire. This is a sweet feature. If you have a manual tire pressure gauge, you can use that, of course, but it's just a process. And so I love that this is built right into the tool. And you can see here that it is definitely low, only 25.5 PSI in this tire. And so I definitely want to get this pumped up to at least 33. Depending on how the tire valve stem is positioned, this thing will kind of either rest on the ground or dangle. And in this case, it's not quite reaching, it seems. You may just have to sit there and hold it, or you can just let it kind of hang down. All right, so we're going to keep this going for a little bit. I'm not quite sure how long it's going to take to get up to the 33 PSI. Might just take a few minutes. You can see some time is passing and it's just moving up. So far, I'm loving how lightweight this is. It feels pretty durable and solid, but still lightweight enough to hold it for a few minutes and not really have your hand get tired or your arm get tired. So we are almost there. And I would say it's taken at least 5 minutes to get from that 25 PSI up to 33. So I would plan on maybe 5 to 10 minutes per tire, depending on the season and like how low the PSI is in your tires. This is something I have to check like basically every season as it gets hot or as it gets cold, because the air pressure changes and you'll find that the PSI gets messed up in each of the tires. Quite often you can kind of see it start to happen. You'll see one of your tires is lower. The other thing is that pesky light that I showed at the beginning usually will come on and just warn you. So we got the first tire done. We're just going to put this valve stem cover back on just because that does help reduce the potential of leaking from the tire. So you definitely want to make sure each of your valve stems have those little covers. We're going to move on to the passenger rear tire here. Look at this one, 24. So it was uneven, which is not good. That definitely can cause wear on the tires in strange ways. So you do want to make sure that you have it even with the proper PSI, and that'll help preserve the lifespan of your tires as well. And then it can actually help improve your gas mileage, believe it or not, if you have it pumped up at a good level and all the tires are even. So this one took a little longer since it was lower. I'm sparing you the entire duration of watching this, but I would say this one probably took about 10 minutes as well. So you're kind of looking at anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes for your entire car if it's low at the turn of the season. So this one's done. We're going to put the cap back on there as well and move to the other side of the car. And so far it is so sweet to not have a cord to have to move. On my other portable car pumps, I've had to plug them into the cigarette lighter in the car and turn the car on for it to even work. And so that is kind of annoying. And so I feel like this has been pretty sweet to be able to just walk around the entire car and have it be easy. This one, 26.5 PSI. So again, just uneven. All 4 tires were definitely low. I think I let them go a little too long without checking. But now that I have this sweet little tool, I feel pretty confident I can check them more often. I will say this hose is definitely hot at this point. We've done 3 tires and it is pretty warm. So as that little tag says, be aware, it's definitely hot, so you don't want to burn yourself. So I was able to do all 4 tires without even charging this up right out of the box, but it did start to die on the last tire. So I'm going to plug it in right here, make sure we charge it up, and then I'll just make sure that that last tire is at a good level. So to charge it, you just have to plug it in with that USB-C cable. Right here you can see some of the attachments you can use to pump up an airbed. You could do a motorcycle as it shows, or bikes, like bike tires. You can do balls like soccer balls, basketballs, footballs, that type of thing as well. To get this to be fully charged, it does take a couple hours if it is drained to nothing. This little bag is pretty sweet. I like that it came with this. You can put all of the accessories and attachments there inside the bag, along with the handheld portable pump here. So let's go ahead and try out these different modes on the pump. There's other things you can do. So you can switch the PSI to the other mode. Like if you are pumping up a soccer ball or something, you definitely don't want it on car tire mode. You want to push it here and you'll see the little ball icon and lower PSI that you can have it get to. You can see the little icons above there, like the little bike, the car, the ball, some other things. So I definitely think that's pretty sweet, because we are always pumping up the sports balls for all of my kids all throughout the year pretty much, just because they constantly seem to lose air. This is sweet. You've got a nice light LED that you can put on, and it has different modes. So like for safety, if you're on the side of the road, like on the side of the freeway, and you needed to make sure you're seen, you could put it on the blinking mode, just to try to alert cars that you're there on the side if you're fixing your tire or pumping it up. So that's pretty cool. So you can look at the instruction manual just to kind of see what all the modes do and how to turn it on, basically how to turn the light on. You're just pressing and holding on the button there. So now I just unscrewed the hose, and you can slide it down inside the bag along with the portable charger, the portable pump, and the other cords and attachments, and just keep it all tidy, nice and tidy. And look how awesome this is. It just fits right in my hand, nice and portable. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend. Here's a look at the light. It's gone. I had to drive the car for one cycle, probably, I don't know, like 50 miles or so, and that'll reset the light to turn it off, and you'll know that all your tires are at a good level. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more helpful videos from Dan Good Dad. Also, don't forget to click the links in the description to go ahead and buy this product. And then you can also click the thanks button if you want to just send a tip my way. Also, click the link here to go watch the video on the rooftop cargo carrier. That has been an awesome purchase as well. Highly recommend that. Definitely let me know in the comments if you have questions on anything, and if you need any help at all with any of your projects or home repairs.